Hello guys, welcome back, and today we're going to be talking about demons and shinobis. So yeah, I'm really sorry for not making a few videos for like the past 2 days. I was mostly busy getting ready for my family's annual Christmas party, which is a tradition that we usually do every Christmas, or at least the days near Christmas. So yeah, I'm really sorry for that. But either way, I hope you're ready, guys, because this is actually gonna be my favorite episode, because it's gonna be the start of I guess you could say a new arc. So yeah, let us begin, shall we, ladies and gents? So we would go to the perspective of one such demon. In this case, Michael. Or in this case, Malice Michael. Which, if you don't know, is that of a DX2 thing. If you don't remember from the last episode, we revealed that Malice Michael, which, in this case, this version of Malice Michael, is corrupted with a piece or a shard of Yotevate, turning him into a Malice version of him. Similar to that of Malice Metatron, if you don't know. If you don't exactly know what are the Malice versions of these demons are, in the game DX2, they're essentially just, if I remember, overpowered versions of regular demons, because at the time, because of the whole they're usually using herald races or something of that sort, and implanting them with the Malice trait. I thought, oh, so they're just going to be using demons from Christian or Gnostic mythology. Nope. That is when they released freaking Asura and freaking Shiva of all things. So yeah. So, and if you're wondering, wait, if this is Malice Michael, then why are you using the DX? Not DX. I meant Shin Megami Tensei 4 design of him. Well, because there's somehow no images or an actual a full render of that version of him at all, so I'm using this version for now. And besides, honestly, the designs for most of them are just their most common version, but with a dark almost energy effect around them, which is kind of dumb. Though at the same time, the designs, or at least the animations when they do their signature skill, is pretty awesome. So, as Malice Michael would be surrounded with now, I guess you say angelic, or at least light/lawful races, or lawful race demons that are now infected with malice, would start up preparing for war. In this case, getting ready to take revenge for Yotevate's death, as Malice Michael would be chanting in the Trisagion, or at least a version of the Trisagion. As while doing so, one angel would appear and would say, "Sir Michael, we recently got the news. He, the usurper, has arrived. He's apparently on a nearby island, and we seek to take our revenge soon." As he would say, "Patience." As one of his arms would hold up, would be, I guess you could say would be held up towards towards the demon, or at least angel, and would say, "Patience. Our time shall come. For now, let us restrain ourselves and prepare for war. After all, it will be our retribution," he would say, as one of his eyes would open up, as it resembles that of the energy that surrounds most Malice demons, as he would say, "Now, let us continue and prepare." As we go, I guess you could say flashback. As we go into a little flashback, we currently see our boy Izuku getting ready for, well, meeting that of Rin, aka, from the last episode, apparently, she is Kiria's old student, and now the headmaster of Hebijo Academy, aka the rival academy to that of Hanzo. As well he's getting ready, he would hear behind him was one of his demons. In this case, aka his first demon, Orthros, the two-headed dog. As he would say, Master, so, if we're meeting this Rin person, what should we do exactly? As he would say, oh, we're just gonna be doing some training with them, or at least in Hebijo Academy. It's my first time ever meeting someone like her. And it will be pretty awkward considering that she is his former student. As he would say, pretty much, Master. But at the same time, I wonder what she would be like. As he would say, yeah, me too. As while questioning it, one of them would ask, or at least one of the heads would ask, so, you perhaps think that she will be like the others? With those skimpy uniforms that they called ninja clothing. As when saying that, Izuku would shake his head and would say, why would I be thinking of that? As he would say, well, considering your age and all, I believe that I think it's about time that you meet to, well, get someone that you like. A mate, perhaps. As he would say, why would you be... Not right now. I'm more busy with, like, getting ready to be, training to be stronger. Especially since the whole malice thing that I've been hearing about. As he would say, yes, the last incident in... I think it was... Let me just double check the name. From, I'm guessing, Girls' Academy, right? He would say. As he would say, yeah. Especially with the whole Malice Metatron thing. God, it felt weird. Fighting against that thing. Especially being infused with Malice energy. It felt concerning. So, if there's any news about any other Malice demon, we need to take it down immediately before it takes over and then... Yes. And remember last time. With that, I believe his name was... I was about to say Gojo. No, God damn it. I meant Dogen. As he would say, yeah, Dogen. Being infused with Malice energy, especially with a human, is definitely not a good idea. Especially what happened to him. He's now literally at death's doorstep at this point. As he would say, yes, humans are not able to use Malice energy, especially those connected to Yote Volte himself. If they get in contact with it, it's almost similar to that of radiation. As he would say, exactly. Even if he's a ninja or whatever or shinobi, it's still freaking radiation of all things. As he would say, calm down, Master. For now, let's just focus on your training. If there is any, and I mean any more Malice demons coming by, then we'll be ready. As you'd say, thanks, buddy. As after saying that, he would start to leave after fully changing into his new, not really new, but more like, his, I guess you could say his version of a ninja uniform, which is just his regular suit when he's in demon hunting mode, or devil downloader mode. So, after he arrived at the front of the dojo, he would be met with his father, Kiria. And not only that, the woman now revealed to be Shizune, aka Izuku's father's old student. As he would be met with Shizune, aka Rin. As Rin would approach him and would say, so, you're his son. It's nice to finally meet you, she would say. As she would lift him up by the chin, as she would say, my, you're quite the handsome one. As Obviously, Izuku would be blushing by the contact and would say, hey, I think it's better if we, it's a bit too close, right? As she would say, fine then. As after saying that, she would take her, hand away from Izuku's chin. As his father would start thinking, I'm starting to think like this is a bad idea. But either way, as he would look towards his son and would say, son, be careful, okay? Especially with some of the Hebijo girls. They can be quite, I guess you could say, competitive and dangerous at times. As Shizune would say, yes, I do have to agree. My students are sometimes behaved, but to say the least, most of them are loose cannons. As he would say, don't worry, Dad. I'm okay with that. I mean, with a bunch of rowdy teammates of my own back in the day, or at least back when I was still serving under grandfather, well, I'm pretty much good with that, so, as after hearing that, he would say, okay then, just hope that you don't get yourself hurt. Especially since I started to hear about these demons, or at least more demons recently from other ninja clans. Apparently, even one even offered to marry off their daughter towards you to, and I quote, increase relations with with the Yatagarasu group. As after hearing that, he would say, "I'm sorry, but yeah, no, thank you." He would say, as he would say, "Good. I don't want my son to be in a loveless marriage." As after saying it, Shizune would say, "Very well. We should be going now." As you'd say, "Oh, right. I got all my things here, so..." As you say, "Good. Now, let's get going." As after saying it, both him and Shizune would leave. As while they were leaving, we would go to another perspective. As we go to the perspective of what seems to be another team of girls, and judging by the symbol near in certain places in their on their uniform, they are a part of Hebijo. As one of them would ask, "So, did you heard the news? Apparently, um, it seems to be that the headmaster Rin, I meant Headmaster Shizune seems to be working with someone. Apparently, her old master from Hanzo Academy, as one of them, specifically one that's wielding, I guess you could say pistols, but at the same time, they do not look like normal pistols." As she would say, "Really? So, who is this person?" She would say, as the woman with the gun would say, or not really gun, but more like, I guess you could say, some sort of like rifle would say, from what I heard, it's apparently a boy, and it's apparently the son of her old master." As she would say, "Really? If that's the case, how strong is he?" Said a white-haired girl with golden eyes. As one with purple hair would say, "I honestly don't know, but from what I heard, he's apparently a master of these reoccurring demons that we started hearing about recently." As a girl in a military uniform wielding that of a... Let me just double check what is her weapon exactly? And finally, another girl, in this case someone with, I guess you can say, wearing a military style uniform and wielding that of a bow staff would say, if that's the case, if he is really training under Headmaster Shizune, I wonder what they're like. And if he is strong, how strong is he?" As after saying these words, we will be ending off this episode right off here, guys. So yeah, I hope you liked the video. Comment and subscribe, and before we actually end off this episode, I actually have one what if idea, but I will be sending it in my you know, in my community tab soon. So yeah, bye bye.